Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to a brand new video. As you can see, this is another PvP guide for Enhancement Shaman, and before you keep watching the rest of the video, keep in mind these things. So, since I made the last guide 2 or 2.5 months ago, literally nothing has changed in look of Enhancement Shaman, so that guide, that build is still the meta and is still the best option to play. The reason why I'm making this guide is because a lot of people like to play Enhancement Shaman, but they don't like that Lava Lash build, and they really like to play Storm build, but they had no clue what to go, what to do, and they were asking me to, make a guide to show them some things and stuff like that, so I decided to make it into a full video. So, I won't be covering literally everything like I did in the previous guide, because if you want to see my add-ons, macros, tips and tricks and all the stuff like that, you can check my previous guide, because it's all the same, it's all the valid, and you have the link down in the description. So in this video I will showcase you what gear should you use, obviously what talent should you use, gems, enchants and stuff like that, and in the next video I will be making straight away rotation guide for this same particular build. So again, this build is not the meta, this build is not the best possible thing for Enhancement Shaman. It's just more if you are a casual player or some mid-range players, so you wanna enjoy yourself instead of grinding hard, and you will really enjoy this build, because I like this build way more than the Lava Lash, but Lava Lash is just the meta, and literally if you check Enhancement Shamans on the leaderboard on the site, every single one of them in the top 100 and even more is playing Lava Lash build, so yeah, keep in mind those things. Before we start with the guide, please subscribe. I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers, literally 10 away, and that will be one of my goals fulfilled, and yeah, that would really make my day and help this. And obviously if you like this video, like my channel, tossing a like on the video would be appreciated so much. So without any more talking, let's just jump into the talents. Alright, so here we are, showcasing you the talents for a full Storm build. So once again, I won't be touching the left side because it's a personal and it's up to a player. If you wanna play stun, if you wanna play hex, lasso and literally everything, and I covered it in a previous guide, so again check in the description if you are curious why I picked any of these, but main focus will be this right side and the PvP talents. So unlike with the lava build, we are going to be covering fully left side and not touching anything on the right, because we want to avoid that fire thing, we want to avoid that Lava Lash and literally everything that comes in touch with it. So obviously starting with the Storm Strike, going straight to the Wind Fury weapon, Forceful Winds, Unruly Winds and to the Doom Winds, which is one of our main bursts. Now here we had the choice to go Alley Blast, to go Tempest Strike. In this particular reason, Tempest Strike is better because we are not going for the Alley Blast, we are not going to that Elementalist Lava style, we are also not using Elemental Spirits, so taking the Alley Blast doesn't really play the big role here. I will test it though if it can do a better damage than the Lightning Bolt, but for now I really think it can't, and when I played a little bit with it, it wasn't doing so. For that reason we are going for a Tempest Strike, because it just enhances the our damage. So anyway, going fully the right side to the Doom Winds, and for the middle obviously you cannot go without improved Millstorm weapon, Raging Storm, Overflowing Millstorm and stuff like that, Ice Strike, Sundering, Feral Lunge mandatory. So we are here crossing to the right side for the Storm Flurry because of our Storm Strike of course, and we are going for the Ascendance. Now if you are playing 1v1, the pure Ascendance is the best thing, because that way you can control your burst, you can burn their defensive cities with the Doom Winds and then just use the Ascendance and slay them, because Ascendance is still insane and a very good spell, but the problem with it, it's 3-minute cooldown, and if you use it the wrong moment, you probably won't be lasting long enough to use it again, so that's why it's not a perfect for the solo shuffles or arenas and stuff like that. So Deeply Rooted Elements is the best option there. Sometime it won't proc, but sometime it will proc like 5 times and you will slay everybody around you, so it's an RNG and it is what it is until the real Ascendance gets some revamp or lesser cooldown, and let's hope Blizzard does that. And from that we are obviously going to the Torm Invocation, because once the Ascendus is popped, or the deeply rooted elements, you're literally going to delete them with all those lightning bolts and, you know, things like that. So here we go, obviously for the Feral Spirits, it's one of the main things for Enhancement Shaman, and from that to Elemental Assault and Legacy of the Frost Witch, and we are not touching the Elemental Spirits talents, and with that Witch Doctor's Ancestry, because it's not really necessary. And here we move to the left side once again to take the Primordial Wave, which many of you would question, but with the current dire set situations and the damage that it can provide to our Lightning Bolt, it can make Lightning Bolt so strong to do like a 300k, so it is a part of our initial burst beside the Doom Winds and beside the deeply rooted elements, so it's still very good to use. So yeah, that's the reason and idea behind those talents. Now we are gonna move to the PvP talents. So here, one of the mandatory to use is Ride of Lightning, because of all those Storm Strike, Chain Lightnings and things like that. It deals quite good amount of damage. Obviously Burrow is the second main one, because it's our second defensive and it can be used as a cool interrupt and actually deals quite decent amount of damage, so there is literally no reason to not use Burrow as Enhancement Shaman. So next one is again questionable. If you're playing against any range, against anyone that could be using Grounding Totem, you must use it, it's a mandatory. But if you're playing fully against the generate melees, then go for the Shamanism, and you will have that hero even in arenas and everywhere. So that's how I manage that last spot, and I don't really touch these two with that spec. So yeah, that's pretty much about the talents. Again, if you're playing the duels and 1v1, then taking the Refreshing Waters or Focused Insight, whatever you feel is better. I think the Refreshing Water is better, and yeah, quite recently our Healing Surge got actually a little bit buffed in PvP for like a 25% if I'm not mistaken, so our healing is just a little bit better, and for 1v1 fights we do need to heal ourselves, unlike in the solo shuffles or arenas. So yeah, that's all about the talents. Let's jump into the gear. So regarding the gear, there is actually a lot of questions and debates, especially about the tier set, and yeah, before I jump into that, the stat priority is haste, should be your main, haste. Obviously haste and versatility because we are in PvP, then the mastery, then the crit, and yeah, that's the idea about that. So speaking about the tier sets, they are quite stupidly made by Blizzard, and I really hate that Blizzard is doing this, that they are kind of forcing us to play the certain build, even though we don't like it and we have much more options, and they kind of did it here because they made it about Primordial Wave and Feral Spirits, which is mainly the best option for Elementalist build and for the Lava Lash, so that's one of the main reasons why we are going for the Primordial Wave, beside the thing that it can actually do some good damage. So as you know, the two sets says Primordial Wave summons a Lightning Feral Spirit to increase the nature damage for 20%. It's actually a very good help to our burst, especially for this storm build, because it's the natural damage build. And the second one, I was debating should we just go for the 2 tier sets or for the all 4, but again the 4th set, when we use our Feral Spirits, our Primordial Wave cooldown gets a little bit reduced, so why the hell not? Why wouldn't we have the 7 seconds less on Primordial Wave and have our burst more often? Because that's the thing about Storm Strike build, aka the Storm build. It's about consistency of the damage, and having the lesser cooldowns means you can keep the damage more consistent. So I was like, okay, we can definitely make this work with the 4 tier pieces. So starting with the head, obviously haste versa, going to the neck, haste versa, and for the gems you wanna go haste and versa again. Shoulders, it is what it is, it's a tier piece. Cloak, haste versa. Wrist, haste versa. Hands, mastery. Hands from the tier set. Waist, haste versa. legs here, the crafted boots. I took the haste versa again. Fingers, we didn't have much options. One should be haste, one should be mastery, and yeah, now I'm noticing that I forgot to change my enchants and the gems here on the fingers into the haste ones, so make sure to do that if you're going to follow this build. And trinkets, obviously, again in my opinion, Warden Gladiator's emblem is the best choice because of our low defense and low self-heal, and it saved me a tons of times. And final for the weapons, I took again these for the blood tokens because I didn't have enough conquest points, and just, you know, go pure for the haste versa, and Sophic Devotion are the best enchants for the weapons. So yeah, that's it about the gear, and that's it about the build overall. Again, if you're wondering about my macros, about my add-ons, about the weak auras that I have that you all guys like so much, you should check it out on the video that I'm gonna be pop here on the screen again, and that the link is going to be in the description, because I covered the fully Enhancement Shaman guide here, and trust me when I tell you, things are exactly the same as before 2 to 3 months, because literally nothing has changed, and it's literally the same for the past half a year for sure, because Blizzard isn't touching Enhancement Shaman, which is really sad, but yeah. So this is the pure storm build guide. Everything else that you're interested about Enhancement Shaman that I didn't mention in this video, you have it fully covered in a previous guide, which is here. And again, join the Discord if you want me to send you those weak auras. Just DM me. You also have the link in the description from the Discord, and you can actually copy the macros from the Discord and, you know, see the add-ons there. So that's even easier way than watching the previous guide, but I suggest you to watch the previous guide because I explained everything there, so the things will be more clear for you. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, of course, make sure to comment down below. I'm answering every single one of them for the next video, except expect the full rotation guide for this storm build. And yeah, if you guys like this guide, like this video, want to support my channel and stuff like that, please like the video, leave a subscribe. I'm getting so close to the goal of 3,000 subscribers, and it would mean a world to me if you guys would subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, I guess that will do. I really hope you guys found this helpful and I fulfilled your wishes in the comments. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.